good evening. Sorry about that. Good evening, everyone. It's 7:11 p.m. here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hope you all doing well. Um, that subject that I was like, there's this one thing I wanted to bring up that I've been watching recently a lot that people have been talking about a lot recently, and I mean, I haven't done the video yet, but like there's a video where I'm supposed to expressing how I feel about streaming and how I'm enjoying it soon that will coming out on the channel. Can't wait to do it. I just need to give myself a proper time to just do so. Um, this has just come out like I personally have seen this topic coming out a lot often, coming from big streamers and small like medium size viewership, like around the 200 to 500, probably more than that too as well. Because it's just kind of weird for me because I've been streaming a lot, probably more long enough than those people, and I'm not gonna say that I do, but they have a big viewership, so right. So it's probably different when you had viewership, and they probably see it this way. But I've seen a lot of streamers on the streaming platforms such as YouTube, Twitch. Not sure it's the case for Kick because I don't really check Kick that much. That mentioned that streaming it's like more harder than a regular job on a basic week day, and I legitimately don't think so. I personally don't think working as a streamer is harder than let's say streaming, I don't know, video games and just chatting. I mean, yes, you probably need to interact with your audience and bring any reason to force them clicking on the stream, right? Because your intention or goal is this, right? To grow up. When you had the viewership like that, you kind of want to make sure that your viewership is steady, right? And you want to keep going furthermore. Um, like again, like I've seen some streamers say this stuff, and like for me personally, I don't think they understand a bit what it means to stream and what it means to have fun with stream. Maybe I'm wrong though, but I just think streaming is supposed to meant to be a hobby. I don't think streaming is meant to be such a thing where you need to win your life at it, right? I don't believe it was such a meant to be a thing like that. I mean, let's be honest. I've been on Twitch since Justin TV, and I was being on Twitch since like, that one time where like we had a subscription button because of this streamer or this reason being. I'm not gonna bring too much on it. I'm not gonna say the name of it because it's been a real long time, and I don't pretty much particularly remember that much. But I remember there was a time where Twitch was basically without subscription button. You had not an options to pressing button, right? There was a time like that, and I don't know. It's like I personally think like if you want to make streaming a like your important thing at live, I just don't think it's the way to see it. I think it's important to make sure you find something that is convenable as a second option, because you cannot relying on streaming. Streaming, you cannot relying on people that will cover your back and carry your back, right? Because viewers is probably gonna subscribing, they're gonna supporting you financially, and it's not like it's a bad thing, right? It's more like, you know, not everyone can afford to do that, right? If people can do so, they'll do so if they feel comfortable and they enjoying your content. But it's not every viewers are going to do this, right? So like you cannot relying on viewers just to backing you up, right? Because like the moment you do something wrong, the moment you do something that is out of places, this is where like you starting to dropping viewership, and you go almost back to zero, and then like, what are you gonna do? Is it worthy to be a content creator as streamer to keep going and just do it? I mean, if you do it for fun, right? It's fine. Okay, I'm not saying you cannot win money as a streamer. I think it's fine that you win a few boxes, but you cannot relying to that money to just make it as a living thing, right? It's unrealistic. Not everyone can do it. Not everyone can be like XQC, or I don't know if it's the case for Asmongold. But let's be honest, right? Like, as a streamer who's been on Twitch since the start, I don't expect to get gruelship like that, honestly. Like, I don't expect to get a massive viewership. I just like want to chill, mostly have fun. If people are enjoying their time, that's good, right? That's what it means to. But legitimately, like, you cannot rely into this. Like, you have to be logic. Like, you have to bring logic in your mind when it comes to streaming. Streaming is not a job. I think streaming should stick as a hobby, you know? If you want to win a few boxes, that's fine, you know? There's going to be probably people willing to support you for that. And that's perfectly fine on that. Right? I'm not shaming on that, by the way. I mean, there's people out there who